Okay, we're now on air. Good day, everyone. Hope you're doing fine. Welcome to Practice English Language course number 2. This course, which I don't actually prefer to call it a course, because it's more like we're going to have discussions in English language rather than learning something. So, in this course, we will have the opportunity to speak a language that we are spending a lot of years learning it, but maybe we will not, or for now, we didn't have the opportunity to speak it with each other. Most of us started learning English from age 11 or 7 or even before or after, but we never had the chance to practice the language. And therefore, we have some kind of lags when it comes to reactions, using the proper words, and so on. So in this course, we will have different topics, and we will use only English language in discussing these topics. First of all, this is the second course, as we said. Neither of you attended the first course, right? Right?
Right.
Okay. The first course, there were 4 sessions instead of 3. This course will have 3. In the previous course, the first session was introducing, just like today, introduction. And the second course, we used to have conversations with each other, conversations that are pre-made. The third course, we had a discussion of a pre-made article. And the fourth course, you or they did make the article. This course will be a little bit different. Today's introduction of the course will be telling few simple but important steps to speak English properly. And the second session, we will have a topic and we will have a discussion about it. I will give you an article. You will read that article so that you have a pre-imagination of the discussion that will happen in the second session. As for the third session, which is the last, will be you will have no idea what the topic is till the day of the session. So it's going to be a little bit challenging for your brain. How is that going to be a little bit challenging? We'll see now. There are 3-step methods to speak English correctly. We all know that English is not our mother tongue, and therefore it's kind of hard to speak it as well as we speak Arabic. Why is that? Well, because we are not using English everyday life, and we are not using it properly. And maybe the methods we are using for improving our English aren't even correct. Therefore, we have a little bit mistakes when we speak English. We don't sound like we are speaking a language rather than speaking words. So these 3 steps are, first one is self-confident, and today we're going to achieve this step. What is self-confidence? Well, when you come to speak English with a foreign person, you might think with yourself that you have mistaken words. You might use some wrong words. You might lack grammars, or you cannot conjugate verbs. And thus, you will have a little bit of concerns of speaking the language with that foreign person, because you might sound, as you might say, a little bit funny and weird. Correct? This is very wrong. You need to have self-confidence.
Correct.
No matter how much English you might speaking, it will never be your mother tongue, and you will never achieve that level of the language practice unless you practice it for many, many years. So you have to get that self-confidence while you're speaking English with a foreigner. Even better, with a Britain person, an English person whose English is his mother tongue. All right? So when you start to speak English, forget pronunciation. It doesn't matter how you pronounce the word. As long as you are capable of making the idea of what you're trying to say reach that foreign person. Forget the grammars. Do not care about how you will arrange the word, how you will arrange the sentences, and so on. Forget the verb conjugations. It doesn't matter if you're trying to say something in the past and you use the future tense. No problem at all, because it's not your mother tongue. And time by time, by practicing more, day by day, you will reach the level of the mother tongue speakers. So that's self-confident. Is there any question about self-confident? Okay. Second thing is listen, apply, and repeat. As we said again, English is not our mother tongue. Therefore, when you're going to speak it, you will sound like you're reading a text. How is that? Let's assume for a while that we are English native speakers, okay? And in the morning, you enter to a room and you find out that your friends have made for you a beautiful birthday party, and you are so happy for seeing it. You will cry out, "Oh my God, thank you very much!" You will sound excited. Your face will look very excited, and your words are saying that you are excited, correct? But if English was not your mother tongue, well, before English, why does this happen? Because your brain already knows how to react when you see something exciting, already knows how to make your face look like, already knows how to make your sound look like, so it wasn't hard for your brain to show that much of excitement for this beautiful party your friends made. Let's now go back to the original situation, that we are not native speakers in English, and we did not practice English very often. We didn't listen to many English, and we didn't apply a lot of English. So, again, the same situation. You're getting into a room, and you see your friends have made for you a big, huge, beautiful birthday party. When you open the door, you will get excited. Your face will seem excited, but your brain will wonder, what shall I say? Shukran jazilan or thank you very much? How shall I sound? Excited or casual? Your brain will be in a little bit of mess. Why is that? Because your brain did not practice showing excitement in English language. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe? Now I'll show you how. What does listen, apply, and repeat means? One of the best methods to practice and speak English correctly and perfectly is to listen. Listen to English people. Watch a lot of movies, series, or whatever shows, and see how people are acting and sound when they say some certain sentences. When this happens, after you listen to that, let's say, video, for example, you start applying it. Instead of getting in the morning and tell your mother, "Sabah al-khair," tell her, "Good morning, Mom." Just the same way you say it in Arabic, start saying it in English, okay? Or you watch a video over and over again, and let's say for 3 times. The fourth time you watch the video, you speak instead of the speakers in that video, the same way they do, so that your brain will be trained. With this certain situation, your brain will make that kind of reaction, and so on. Is that clear?
Yes.
Clear.
Sure, it's clear.
Just this part. I'm late, I'm sorry.
What? I didn't hear that. Can you repeat, please?
Okay, I said I'm sorry because I was late, but I understood this part
Oh, who's that?
about
Ruya?
listening. Yes, it's me, Ruya.
Welcome, Ruya. Glad to have you this course. No problem. Okay. Now the third step to speak English correctly is make discussions or be involved in discussions. Actually, this doesn't only include the voiceover part. You can also make discussions and involved in discussions on Facebook, for example, or on Twitter. We can see that, I guess that you noticed, some discussions on Facebook, when people get angry, what do? They turn the caps lock on so that they sound angry or they look angry, right? We make these discussions and being involved in these discussions, when you write, though I prefer the voice part, but let's say that you are writing a kind of a discussion on Facebook. While you are writing, let's say that you are angry, and while you're writing in with that angry method, try to speak the words that you're saying. And thus your brain again will have the condition and the reaction to the statements that you are already making. So that it will always, your brain will always recall that when you're angry, your English language will sound like this. And thus, after months and years from practicing that way with these 3 steps, you will sound very English. Is that clear?
Very English.
Yeah. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear, but very English. Can't
Very
be
English, yes.
very American.
Very American, no problem at all. There is a
Nice.
4th step that I didn't actually write, but it's also important. It says exaggerate your pronunciation. We always going to sound like non-English speakers when we speak, but when we can't help it. I mean, it's not our native language, is it? But try to exaggerate. You know that the English letters are very light, and they all comes from the front of the mouth. There is no hard letters comes from the bottom of the mouth or the part of the mouth like the Arabic language. So it's easy to imitate the English sounds. Very easy. There was an attendee in the first course named Bashar, I guess. He sounded amazing in English. I really suggest you to go back to the first course of introducing English language and listen to his pronunciation. I have no idea if he exaggerates the pronunciation or not, but he sounds amazing. The way he concentrates on the R letter and on D and T, sh, those sounds, he sounds great. So when you try to speak English, just exaggerate your pronunciation. And I will try to apply that thing on myself as well, because I sound very Iraqi when I speak English.
No, you're just fine.
Well, so as we said, today's session is course introduction and self-introduction. We already made course introduction. Now we will make self-introduction. And as we said, because English isn't our mother tongue, and our brain will have a time to remember how to make an introduction of myself, we are going to help our brains by giving it the first, or let's say, a hint about how to introduce yourself to us. So right now, one by one, it's going to introduce him or herself to us by seeing these options: your name, your age, where are you from, your field of study, work, and hobbies, and anything you would like us to know. And by introducing yourself, you will exceed the first step of speaking English correctly, which is self-confidence. Forget your pronunciation, forget the order of the speech, and whatever else. Just speak English. So who's going to start and introduce him or herself? Hello?
I will start.
Well, who's that?
Hello. I'm Rayam.
Ryan.
Riyam. Okay,
Hi,
Riyam.
my name is Rayam Haytham.
Just a minute, Riyam.
I live
Just
in Baghdad.
wait.
What?
Riyam, the rest put on mute, so we'll go on. Okay?
I don't hear you clearly because
yeah,
the internet is very weak from...
It's okay.
What?
Abdul Rasul and Roya just put it on mute. Lemon speaking.
Repeat your speaking. The voice was bad.
I said that while Riyam is speaking, you and Roya put on mute. Be mute. The mic put on mute. Yes. And Riyam, may you speak.
My name is Abdul Rasul. I am 20. I am student of college, and I have more time to I need more time to get better English. That's enough.
That's enough? Okay. Thank you, Abdul now.
Zina, did you hear me?
Yes. It's already mute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, shall I introduce myself?
This was Do you hear me? Go ahead.
No, the connection is very weak.
Well, I hear you very well as we can speak.
Okay. I am Riyam Haytham, and I live in Baghdad. Graduated this year from Basic English Education. And I am a member in a very perfect and powerful team. About our project, Think Loud, Think Differently. It's a very nice project, and I'm very great to be there.
I think Zina went out.
Yes.
Fortunately.
The connection is very bad. Yes, she's gone.
There she is.
There was a problem. Do you hear me, guys?
Zina, we're hearing you, but so bad.
Yes, the connection was over a while. Do you see the screen?
I can't. I'm hearing you, but just not clearly. I think you want me to introduce myself, so I will go on.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Roya Ali. I'm from Kirkuk, from Iraq, Kirkuk. What else?
Don't you see the share screen? Yeah?
I can't see the screen.
Okay. Your name, your age. You say your name, your age, where you're from, your field of study, your hobbies, and anything you'd like us to know.
Okay, I studied civil engineering. I graduated last year. And what else?
Your hobbies, anything you'd like to know, anything comes to your mind.
Anything comes to my mind?
Yes.
As Riyam said, I'm so grateful to be with you guys.
Thank you. Okay, Abdul yourself and himself. I think it's start then. I will introduce myself. I am so sorry. I have bad connection. I have no idea why. Did you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, but it's not clear.
Alright. Well, I'm right now. I will say what I have, and if you didn't understand it, so I will just write it on the class. This session has ended. Okay? Can you hear me? Leandro, yes, you hear me. That's good.
I
Yes,
think
Raya, we
I
hear you.
heard you.
Okay, this session has ended. You introduced the course and introduced yourselves, and that was perfect for today. For tomorrow's session, I will send you an article on class. Okay, it's an article. Well, you will find that its words are kind of hard, but for your sake, these hard words are going to enhance your vocabulary very much.
Who's there?